Alright, so we're back with another lesson here. In this one we're talking about home runs over small wins. Now, if you've done this course correctly, you've been doing it in order, and you're going to really see in this lesson how each lesson compounds onto the next one and how you have to do it in order, because if you watch this video before the rest of the course, I'm going to be referring to past lessons that you're not going to understand the references of. So really important lesson today. This one is in relation to, again, market cycles and the crypto price action. You make most of your money from what we call home runs, or I guess another term for this would be a kingmaker trade, right? This is another expression that people use to basically describe sort of the same thing. So in crypto, you make 80-90% of your money from like 1, 2, 3 different positions that occur during a bull run. Right, it's a really weird phenomenon, but it happens for pretty much everyone, right? You've got 10 coins in your portfolio. It's 1 or 2 of them that go absolutely ballistic that make you most of the money, right? So if you do crypto correctly, 80% of your profit, 80-90%, is going to come from just a few high conviction plays, investments, trades, whatever it is in your portfolio. And the reason this happens is because wealth is made through concentration, and it's kept through diversification, right? So when you want to make a lot of money, which is what you come to crypto to do, right? You don't come here for safe returns, you come here to make tons of money. You make it through the process of concentration into some bets which you have a really high conviction on, right? Crypto is a game of looking at all these different investments, looking at what the market's doing, and basically doing nothing for a long period of time until you come across something that really that triggers your intuition and your interest, and then you determine if it's worth buying, and then you basically go really heavy into it, and it's a home run position, right? The goal is to maximize the amount of home run positions and minimize the positions that aren't home runs, right? And this is what I found with my own investing. In the last bull run, my kingmaker trade was Solana. That's where I made most of my money. And my kingmaker trade so far this bull run, we'll see, if that happens, is again Solana, but it's also Toshi, right? This was another sort of kingmaker trade. And it's obviously more an investment. It obviously hasn't finished yet. Still early days, still in the position, but we'll see, right? Entered at 2.5 million market cap. It's now at 64 million, so it's above a 20x, right? It's the beginning of, hopefully the beginning of a kingmaker trade or a home run, right? And, every other position that I had entered before this was sort of mid position. So I bought Arbitrum for a brief period of time, was sort of shit. I looked into a coin called Genie. It was a super small shit coin. It was like a Hex competitor. Sort of looked into it. It was sort of shit. Blur, owned Blur briefly. It was sort of shit. And I finally came across something which I was really happy with. So, shit position, shit position, shit position. It's just that gap between the last home run and the next home run, right? And the home runs, you really have to ride them the whole way for it to be a home run, right? You really have to go heavy and ride it the whole way in order for it to classify as a home run, right? And just to sort of explain this point better, Crypto Mikey is one of the best investors, traders, whatever you want to call him, because he does a number of different things on Twitter, and he has made a 2500x since he got into crypto. And he says here that, as someone who's made this return, I can tell you having sizable fundamental analysis conviction plays in alts from 5 to 100 million market cap entry and sitting on your hands for up to 2 years will far outpace any margin trader I've met in 8 years of navigating these markets. So what he's basically trying to say here is that you research the fundamentals of a coin and you build conviction and you basically hold it for 2 years, right? So when you have something that is a home run, it's a home run because it outperforms the market and you're willing to go in with size and you're willing to hold it for a long period of time to let the thesis play out. So you can see he mentioned all the components. He entered with size, he had conviction, and he held it for a long time, right? Size, conviction, length of holding is what builds you the home run position, which gets you the returns that he has already made from crypto. In the last bull run, one of his plays, which he did really well on, was what was it called? I can't remember its name. But RSR, that's it. It was this coin, okay? Now RSR, he was accumulating, I think it was down here, right? Now how much did he make? He sold most of it near the top, I remember. So let's have a look how much he made. I think he was buying it around here. It went up 800%. Okay, I think it actually was lower than that as well. Let's have a look if it was lower here. I remember RSR was at about a $20 million market cap at one point in the last bear market. It's now at 147. I think its peak was much higher. So yeah, he was buying it down here at a 0.0028 and up here. So I think it was maybe a 30x or something. But anyway, he did really fucking well in this position. Really high, multiple percent of the total supply, and then wrote it up and sold it during the bull run. So what he basically did was he did lots of research, built a sizable position, held it for the course of the bull run. You can see here that it went up a lot, it went down a lot, but he still held the position, went up a lot, down a lot, up a lot, down a lot, still held the position, had conviction, let the position play out, and then sold it towards the end of the bull run. Okay, so that's how you, as an investor, which is what I'm teaching you in this course, make it big. Now, obviously, you can be margin trading and you will still have the same concept apply. You will make most of your money from a couple trades that just went really well. Okay, but we're talking about investing in this course. All right, so I got a little thing that I wrote here. Home runs versus small wins. If you speak to the best traders online, they'll tell you they made most of their money from a few huge trades. If you speak to the best investors, most of their money was made from a few huge long-term investments. Regardless of which strategy you follow in crypto, people in crypto made most of their wealth from a few bets. 90% of the wealth from 10% of the plays. This is why chasing asymmetric upside, another part of the course, in crypto is the key to understanding the crypto cycle. Your strategy must account for the fact that 10% of your positions are going to make up 90% of your profit, and thus you need to really nail home the home runs that come to you spontaneously and not very often. Most coins achieve baseline or underperform the benchmark sort of returns. A few coins massively outperform the benchmark. The more coins you own, the further you spread out into the underperforming benchmark, and the more standardized your returns become. Because when you think about it, you have the capacity to maybe identify 4 kingmaker home run trades or investments. So if you try to buy more coins, there's less chance that all of them are the kingmaker. Let's say you have 10 coins and you're only able to find 3 home runs, right? 3 out of 10, 30% hit rate. If you only focus on 3 to 5 coins, right, your small win to home run ratio is significantly better. Okay? And that's why it's key to really do your research, really refine, a thesis, an investment thesis behind what you own, and it maximizes the chance that you're going to find a home run. This is also why you want to add to your winners and cut your losers. Again, this is another part of the course. This is another lesson. This is why we want to watch these in order. And this is also why traders want to do what's called the big long. Again, we talk about this in another part of the course, I think before this video. Right, the traders talk about the big long because they make most of their money from only, a really brief period of time, only a few positions. Okay? So, why do some investments massively outperform and others don't? Why is crypto a place where we have home runs and, where we don't really want to focus too much on the small wins? Well, one of the first reasons is reflexivity. So, when a coin has reflexivity, it basically is a positive feedback loop which sends it absolutely parabolic, right? Price goes up, people perceive the thing as better, right? More people buy, the fundamentals get better, the price goes up higher, right? So some coins end up getting an insanely parabolic positive feedback loop where it's very reflexive, right? The positive feedback loop makes the price go really high. Now, some coins never kick off the positive feedback loop properly, right? Let's say a coin comes out in crypto which has a new Ponzi-nomic structure that has a reflexivity cycle that the market hasn't seen before, that position is likely going to be a home run because it's reflexive in ways the market has never seen before, right? It's a new trend, it's a new meta, right? And then this reflexivity kicks in a lot easier. Whereas if you have, let's say, an old coin that has heaps and heaps and heaps of bag holders, it's very hard for a reflexivity cycle to kick in because you've got so many people who are going to sell when the price goes up, right? Let's do a drawing of two different coins. Let's do this, right? This is a coin over the course of its bull run. Oops, bad drawing, right? And this is it now, right? That's coin number one. And then coin number two is right, two different coins. This coin launched, had a bull market, had a bear market, and now it's going sideways. If this coin tries to go up in price, there's people who bought here, 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 who no longer believe in the project, who want to sell. So the sell pressure as it goes up is significantly higher than this coin, because this coin, people bought here, 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 and every single person is in a profit, right? Except for this guy, who still believes in the project because he's only down 5% for a day, right? So this coin has less sell pressure because everyone here is aiming for here. But people here are just trying to recoup their loss, right? So the target for this coin is a lot lower than the target for this coin because these people just want to get out when price goes up to 2x because they want to recoup their loss. These people are here for the moon. They're here to get 100x. So it could go up 10x, right? This could be a 10x sort of gap here, but it's able to do it because that's what people are aiming for, right? So the reflexive feedback loop of price going up, people coming in because price is going up, fundamentals getting better, price goes higher, right? Kicks in easier on this coin, right? So reflexivity is one reason why home run positions is what you want to account for, because when something really has its positive feedback loop kick in, it goes fucking ballistic. Now, and also another way to understand home runs is that alt season is sort of like a home run sort of concept. Alts tend to do really, really shit for most of the time, and then, you know, for a very brief period of time, a